Hey, what's up, Eagles Nation? What's up, Sports Nation? It's your guy, Cool Eagle, back here with another video. Just want to come talk to you guys right quick, because boy, do we have some news today. Franchise tags out the wazoo. Lamar Jackson, even though it's non-exclusive, if he signs with another team that the Ravens can't match, out the door, Lamar Jackson. Josh Jacobs of the Las Vegas Raiders got hit with the franchise tag. That was kind of expected. Not really a huge market for running backs, as we can see with the Tennessee Titans, who are willing to give up a Hall of Fame talent in Derrick Henry, who a lot of Eagles fans want to sign, but then there's other half that's like, no, we need to sign C.J. Gardner Johnson. What side am I on? We need to sign C.J. Gardner Johnson, because like everyone else believes, a running back is not that much of a priority. Like, the Eagles have running backs that can fill in the role for Miles Sanders. We got Kenneth Gainwell. We got Boston Scott. We still have not seen one word of Trey Sermon yet, so that's interesting to see. Now, going into the draft for a running back, I'm not really agreeing with that. I feel like that should be pushed to the side until we can figure out the C.J. Gardner Johnson deal. But what about the Giants signing Daniel Jones to this massive deal, right? 4 years, $160 million per the Adam Schefter report and the Tom Pelissero report. Now, this is a win-win for both franchises, you ask me. The Giants, they like they gave their franchise quarterback and all-worldly talent, like they gave him, you know, the money for the future. So if you're a Jones, then you're winning. But the sad part about it is you gave him a big deal that you probably overpaid him for, because I don't think he outplayed Geno Smith, who I think has a really good price tag of $35 million. That's not bad. But the Giants, because now you can't put money around them because of a huge contract. I'm not really familiar with the Giants salary cap, so obviously any real Giants fan can't correct me, whatever, but I still think it's a bad deal. Daniel Jones is not a franchise quarterback, but at the same time, what's a win for the Giants is also a win for the Philadelphia Eagles, because now you have to up the price tag on Jalen Hurts. No more of this $160 million. No, like we're talking about upwards $250 to $300 million. Because you're talking about a guy that was potentially going to be the MVP of the regular season and the Super Bowl, as said by Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. A lot of people can vouch that Jalen Hurts, although in a losing effort, played like he was supposed to be the MVP. Bottom line. So, I'm curious to see how this deal goes. As far as the Giants, they still have a lot of holes on their team that they need to fix. But giving Daniel Jones that contract, you probably should have slapped the franchise tag on him rather than Saquon Barkley. I think you probably should have gave Saquon Barkley that contract. But again, the running back position is very disposable nowadays, so there's not much that can be done with that. Just because of the market for a running back, you gotta give them the franchise tag, just because giving them a long-term contract at a position with a lifeline of like 3 to 5 years. I think a lot of owners are just taking that into consideration, and that's why the Mara family probably decided to pay Daniel Jones and place Saquon Barkley on that franchise tag. Because in a perfect world, that's not the New York Giants. You give Saquon Barkley that contract and you tell Daniel Jones to kick rocks. Because what has he done for you? Oh, I know y'all like to hang on that one playoff win over the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of sports fans have agreed that the Giants were frauds. God dang it. I meant to say the Vikings. The Vikings were frauds come to the playoffs. That's what I meant. But continue. Coming into the playoffs. Their point differential in the season was, I think, -1? So that means they were in close games all year and never decisively just really had a decisive victory that lets you know that they are a contender for the NFC crown or even a Super Bowl. So congratulations to the Giants for that. Congratulations for the playoff win, but I think that's a bad deal. But again, what's a win for the Giants is a win for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think in the comments. Does Daniel Jones, is Daniel Jones worthy of this huge contract? What's in store for the Eagles? Are we going to sign a C.J. Gardner Johnson to this deal? Because even though the deadline has already passed, that doesn't mean a deal isn't being worked. So I'm curious to see like what that's like how that's going to play out. I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts on, like what are we going to do with Javon Hargrave, or and just the thoughts that you had. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Love you guys, man. Just want to come talk to you guys right quick. What's going on? We got more content on the way, so holla back at ya.